Comes by lots of parents about exactly what to do for the management of strep throat. We've covered ear infections, but strep throat at its simplest can be dealt with because strep builds a biofilm. It's really important that we cut through that so that the immune system can come over the top. Otherwise, strep in the throat can grow back into the brainstem and into the spinal cord and create a neurological condition like POTS or all sorts of impact on your children that will affect behaviour, mental processing. So really important to keep on top of it. If you notice when you look in the throat, what's happening is a red round part, like a red round edge, followed by a biofilm. You can't always see that that's the case, but what I'm going to do is first hack is to put toothpaste on, but it's really then important that you switch it up in the management of strep. So iodine, 2 drops of iodine, brush it into the teeth, gums, the tongue, and get as far back to the throat as you can, and then gargle the froth to make sure that you're covering the back of the throat and starting to attack that biofilm. Then the immune system can come over the top and attack the strep. Colloidal silver as a mouthwash, and then hydrogen peroxide as a mouthwash as well. You want to put it in, you want to gargle it so it's washing over the throat depending on the age of the child. The iodine on the toothpaste may be the best, but the best treatment is a water pick. So a water pick is like a spray jet. You're going to put 2 drops of a capful of hydrogen peroxide in your water and then spray jet it. Make it fun with the kids. You want to spray jet starting on the teeth and then try and get them to hit the uvula or the dangling thing in the back of the throat so that you are punching holes into the biofilm behind that on the throat. It might make them gag, we have to have a giggle, we're going to spit out, but make it a playful, fun event where you start to rip through that. Once the biofilm loosens, it will usually be coughed up like a piece of plastic that gets coughed out, chunky piece of biofilm. That's when you know the immune system is going to then come back into action. It's going to fire up, it's going to realize there is an invader in the house, it's going to bring your temperature up, and the body will start to go through normal immune process. Our job is to keep it on its toes so that we get rid of it out of the body. We then can change up with a water pick. One time we'll put a capful of hydrogen peroxide, another time a capful of colloidal silver, another time 5 mils of iodine in there, and just keep changing this. If you have to do it every hour, you have to do it every hour. If you are looking to loosen that film, if you've got a child that's already got neurological compromise and behavioral changes, you need to get onto this, and I would do it every hour, or if it's before school, you do 3 hits with all 3 of those every 10 or 15 minutes before school, and then when they get home from school, the same thing, 1, 2, 3, and then probably again before bed, so that you can attack this and get the immune system coming on board. It's really important that you see a chiropractor to free up the neurology so the brain is more aware of what's going on in the body, and there are muscles in the back of the throat, there are glands in there. The nervous system needs to be back on deck and making sure that it is taking control of the invasion and not letting it grow into the immune system or into the nervous system and stay there for good and start to degrade the capacity of our brain function.